Terry Sachs for doing a lot of work.
Absolutely. That's it for the park board. Thank you.
Any questions? Yeah.
I just have a little add-on for the park board. If we would, just something for the supervisors to consider, or the manager, if we would move the concert, which we will do early in the week, we will not leave anybody in the lurch, to the firehouse. We don't necessarily need parking or the fire police to park for the beginning of the concert because of the way it's set up. We will, however, need someone, whether it be parking the fire police and or an on-duty officer, since they're already on duty, to get us out because of the visual location. There at the firehouse, it is very difficult to get out. It's going to be dark. So that's just something I'm asking you guys to give us a little leeway on, and that decision will be made early in the week of the concert. So whether we need the fire police.
So you're talking you might move it to the firehouse?
Correct. And we will make that call very early in the week. So we wouldn't need them for parking to get in to the firehouse. Instead, we would need it in the evening to get out. Does that make any sense? Okay.
If it rains.
If it rains. Only if it rains. Thank you.
Terry, you want to talk about ASA? We had a meeting.
Yeah, sure. Terry Bird, Florida. We met yesterday. We put together the information that we want to include on the website, and we'll make sure solicitors can review it just to make sure that it makes sense and we're not saying anything we shouldn't be saying. We also include the links right to the state code and the handbook, just to make sure we cover all of our bases there. Also, within the next month or so, Terry and I will try to meet with Mark, go through when people want to apply for ASA, even more within the process, say what they want to get out of the ASA, that we follow the right legal process, the public hearings, and we'll be after that.
I had talked to Mark that to get familiar with every one of the boards of the ASA, sit in one just so he knows what's happening. And move on to the environmental advisor.
We are currently working on an educational outreach seminar in the fall. That date is to be determined. And our next meeting is August 26th. It is a public meeting, so please come join us. We had a couple of guests last month. We're happy to have them.
Sorry, I just asked a question. I don't know if you can answer this, but I haven't noticed a lot of lantern flags this year. Do you know what's going on with them?
So I know I see them more in the eastern part of the county. I think there was a good job this year of treatment trees and also scraping of the eggs from last year. They are noticing a decline in births and western Montgomery, but they are seeing an uptick in the eastern part of the county. So it's just
I've seen none on the farm. None this year. So last year it was just
if anyone does need information, the Penn State Extension website is great. They have all the information on how to get rid of them. But I think being vigilant in the fall with removing the eggs is really key to treat them.
So, Jackie, I just attended a seminar where they gave us the person who's running the spotted antenna fly program in the state was talking. They're not sure right now whether that they all need that Atlantis rose tree, and because so many of them are being killed, and then they're exhausting and almost killing all the other Atlantis trees. Now they're looking at, oh my gosh, well, if we kill all those trees, are they eventually going to die out, or can they live off of other trees? It's an unknown species, so they don't really know. They're tracking it, but it's diminished here. It's horrible. Like here in Phoenixville, they're all over the place. They're moving.
Warren Jacobs, Fulmer Road. I can further add to that. The studies that Penn State did, that scientists had a theory that that insect needs some chemical, some alkaloid chemical that's in the ailanthus tree in order to complete its life cycle. So they did a study, they used a bunch of different species that are known, the spotted lanternfly is known to feed on, to see if they could raise them through their entire life cycle. And they were not successful with anything besides ailanthus, black walnut. And the experience that we've had with black walnut as a host, we see nymphs in the spring on black walnuts. We see that they seem to migrate away from the black walnuts. We don't see a lot of adults on them in the fall. So my theory is that the population crash is due to the lanternflies killing off their primary host species.
And there's a statewide project to kill most of the ailanthus trees and then use a few remaining as a trap tree to kill.
They wait, they won't have to do that.
Yeah, I
The
mean,
lanternflies don't work.
yeah, I've been on projects all over the county where we're marking all the trees and then we're coming behind and kill them. So it's working.
The trap tree method works if you do it before they're infested with spotted lanternflies. If you treat trap trees when they're already infested, they don't take any chemicals and they don't work as a trap tree. I know that from experience.
Do we have any public comment? Yes, Phillips.
Bill Smith, 205 Burrock Road. My public comment is a result of the discussions that took place at the July 23rd meeting, where through action or inaction, depending on how you're doing it, the board decided not to further the initiative for a tax referendum for open space. At the conclusion of that, Supervisor Leidig had a public statement which he gave to the audience outlining, I assume, his opinion and the way it was presented, the opinion of the board. And I felt, having been involved in open space preservation for over 27 years, involved in township open space preservation for 22 years, serving on the planning commission, various capacities of open space within the township, that there were a great deal of inaccuracies in the statements that he made. And I think that it's in the best interest of the township, the public, as well as the board, to get to the facts that support the intricacies of open space preservation. The costs involved are certainly a big concern for a township, and I think that that is something that he brought to light, but the reality of the situation is that open space isn't as draconian as some of the inferences that he made during his presentation. And to help the Board of Supervisors and anybody who might be interested, I produced a sort of a short document. Not most, I guess, acquainted and involved and knowledgeable about the Stone Hill area of the township. I was involved with the inception. I presented that to the Board of Supervisors at the time and got that ball rolling. The township felt that that was a good project, and it's been furthered through the years. I also, as a planning commission member, have been very interactive with other open space purchases through the years. And personally, my wife and I have conveyed 2 properties to permanent preservation, one to the township in 2013, and then one to the Audubon Society in order to facilitate open space preservation available to the public. So with my expertise in history and experiences and affiliations, you know, I've made it a point to get very well versed and knowledgeable about open space and the benefits that it can provide the community. So I think that it is incumbent upon the board and even the public, because you are the taxpayers, to understand the full ramifications and costs and benefits that are derived from open space. Some of which, when we talk about benefits, they're hard to put a monetary figure on, which tends to be be where people tend to gravitate, well, how much is it costing us in dollars and cents? But there are benefits that are derived by this public that people don't even tend to think about. Your clean water. Well, our township takes a lot of its clean water out of the ground. Well, the forests and so forth that are protecting the open space preservation efforts go a long distance to providing that clean water that we enjoy every day and provides our health and our safety and our good welfare. So those kind of things are hard to put up a dollar figure on and compare against, quote, development and how development would cost or benefit the township. So it's basically this, I guess we'll call it competing argument between benefits as we can understand them versus costs that we can understand. So I wanted to help the board and to help the public that might be interested. So I actually put together a little document focusing mostly on the idea of Stone Hill Greenway. Incidentally, the township owns 54 acres of property up there. So it's not like I'm talking about something that is not involved in that township. We are very much involved in it. We're involved in a cooperative use agreement that extends our open space to the public at large, but we're mostly directly affiliated with Limerick Township, the Lands Trust, Natural Lands Trust, and previously the Audubon Society. And incidentally, the Audubon Society has now taken its ownership and transferred that to Natural Lands, which is a great thing for the township. It's a great thing for the future of the Greenway. So all that said, I think it's really important to try to get a clear handle. I understand we're beyond talking about a dedicated tax this year, but we are also facing, as we've heard tonight, proposals for future developments. They're going to impact us dramatically, and as a result of that, we need to be able to untie our hands and be able to work in concert with development, I guess, if you will, to work smarter, to build, in a sustainable and prudent manner. And I think that one of the things that we have to do is open a good conversation and make some definitive choices in the near future that enable us to go forward and someday in the future turn back and say, oh, it was a good idea that we did this. Just to give you a little side story, I had a cousin that was a commissioner in Upper Moreland, and he was the commissioner through that period where they had that devastating fire that killed all those people that were in that apartment on the floodplain. And in our conversation, at one point he turned to me and goes, oh, if we only knew then what we know now. Well, we're at a point in time where we have a chance to do what will eventually become very beneficial and important to us. And I think that we need to take real extended periods of time to scrutinize and to decide, how we can embrace open space as integral to the process of growing out. Another fact that is important to understand is, in 1980, this township had, or 1993, I'm sorry, had, well, let me start by saying the township has about 5,000 acres, 8.1 square miles. And there was a loss between 1993 and 2004, so we're sort of even out to date with that, the township going from 60% open space and agriculture to, we're down now at this point to about 30% of our land is still open and undeveloped. So, if you try to factor in some of the proposals and other things, we need now to get a real strong effort and, make decided moves that will enable us to preserve the open spaces that are left and pristine and we all enjoy and benefit from. So all that said, I will not to hold this meeting up any longer. I would like to serve a document that addresses some of the things I just talked about and add some others to it. And I would certainly welcome anybody that would also be interested to take a look at that. And hopefully we'll be engaged in conversations at the level of comprehensive planning and further township discussions, that you'll be sort of more able to make an intelligent decision about how we need to go forward as a community. So thank you very much for your time. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer.
Can I just say something, Phil? I just want to say I think there's a lot that we agree on. I think there's a lot that we can agree on. And if you're willing, I'd like to sit down and talk to you about things that we can work together on.
Well, certainly, I appreciate that.
After this meeting, if we can get together and discuss our calendar, so that we can
Yeah, absolutely.
Warren Jacobs, Fulham Road. Phil, can you post that somewhere where the rest of us can see it too? And maybe post it on, or put it on Brentsville or Frederick or something like that? Somewhere, or a township website or somewhere where the rest of the residents can see it?
Facebook page or something like that. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Sorry, before your question, I got an email, I think all of us got the same email, I think, from planning commission, did you send that out about some workshop, or was it another report?
That sent something out about a week or so.
Yeah, it was a week ago, but yeah, I couldn't make it, I was out of town, but it was a workshop, and I think there's an organization, maybe more than one organization, that's looked at areas where they preserve a lot of open space and don't do a lot of development, and what that costs taxpayers, and then other areas where there's a lot of development of roads and impervious surfaces, and what that costs taxpayers. And it's my understanding that the conclusion is, if you have more open space and less development, it's actually cost you less to maintain than the opposite. So I think there's kind of a misunderstanding often that if you just build a lot of houses, your taxes will go down. It's actually the opposite. Did anybody go to that?
Yeah. The study was actually done, that, Linda Jansen's Road. The study was actually done. Now, they did not factor in school taxes into this. This is just the support, maintenance, the support of new residential development. So for every dollar that you bring in, taxpaying dollar, for a new house or household that you build, it will cost the municipality $1.16 in services to support, to get that extra dollar. So taxpaying, the dollars go up. If you factor the increase in school taxes, probably tax 30 to 40%. He did not do that. He was just, this fellow John Rogers was just giving a presentation regarding the costs and benefits for the community, as opposed to developing or keeping space open. You know, development's going to happen whether we like it or not. It's our goal to be responsible while we're developing. Thank you. But it was $1 to $1.16 is the thing.
Yeah, I was at the meeting as well, and I've done a lot of this stuff about valuing environmental assets. You know, there's a whole new economy being developed about natural assets and the value of them. So they had a person who's coming in and doing an audit of this particular township's environmental assets. And so smart development will look at, well, what are the highest value natural assets? So for instance, if you've got a waterway, you know, and you've got all these buffer of land, you want to keep that buffer. That is doing a service of cleaning the water, cleaning, filtering, and removing silt from the water. They actually put a monetary value on that. So it depends on the land you have and where you're preserving open space. So it's not just an acre, you save 100,000. No, it's what's in that acre. And there are now formulas being developed so that you can have water come in and value it. And I've seen it, you know, from clean air to cleaning your water. These are services that the environment does for us. So it's preserving rich locations as well. And so an open space program for smart development, of course, develop over here where there aren't so many natural assets. But leave this section open because it's worth this much to us naturally. So, and one of those services is also recreation, you know, as well. So it's part of the value of the township to offer clean water, clean air, and recreation. So.
Any other comments?
Bob Burns, Ederville Road. I was looking through the financials that were posted, I believe it was in May. I just saw that June was posted on Friday. I didn't get a chance to look at that yet. But the May had a general fund with Fulton Bank and a CD maturing on June 6th. So somewhere in the neighborhood of like $203,000. I was wondering if that's still in that account or if it was directed it to be moved and where it got moved to, the duration.
Mark, would you check into that?
Thank you.
Air conditioning, before October?
Mark,
Yeah. Mark?
It's hot. The unit is supposed to come in this Friday.
Yay!
Hopefully coming this Friday. Hopefully it'll be installed by our September meeting.
Thank you.
Terry.
Terry Bird, back in April, I asked a question just with some of the discussions and developments coming in about impact fees, separate than traffic, separate than sewer, more, I know in the past, they've picked in some money for ambulance, fire, police, maybe open space, but we'll talk about that right now. Has there been any discussion? Is that something that should be scheduled as formalized, or is that negotiation throughout the process? What's the standard that's going on maybe in New Hanover and other areas?
Many times it's a negotiation, however, there are certain instances where you can obtain a fee in lieu of, so recreation, in lieu of providing required recreation, assuming the ordinance requires certain amount of recreation, we can obtain a fee in lieu of that. And we avail of that as an intention. So I actually had that as a note to discuss with Carol about those types of fees, so that we can make sure that the township is in the best position as they can be to obtain that.
Yeah, it was Arcadia, for Arcadia, for example, is there any fees, impact fees assessed for any buildings there, or?
But that predated
Okay.
Carol.
I was curious if how it worked in the past, was recent past.
I'm not really prepared to answer that right now. I can get you that information. I know there was a $150,000 fee negotiated to be contributed to sewer based on building a pump station that was envisioned 10 years ago. And that carried through to the land development approval recently. But I'd have to go back and look. It's just been too long. So that 150 is the one that comes to mind first.
There are roughly 90 structures in the sketch plan between Melbourne and Sahaski, and it sounds like 200 some acres potential service agreements going on, so it'd be a good idea to handle that out before
I remember Bill Montgomery's thinking at least one, maybe two other meetings. I think on Arcadia, they were getting $1,000 a house.
Melbourne Hills.
Melbourne Hills,
Melbourne Hills.
Yeah.
1,000 per unit towards the ambulance.
Nothing for Arcadia.
CMS.
Yes.
Emergency
But
service.
nothing for Arcadia. I don't remember there being anything for Arcadia again. I'm going from memory right now, so I can look at that.
Yeah, just hearing some of the facts of tax dollars that strongly work out. I think we need a little more than 1,000. Let's get it all together. Thank you.
Bob Burns, Interville Road. Just wanted to ask the board, Marla had made a comment earlier about possibly not having a workshop meeting because of lack of work. I've sent you guys all kinds